If you are looking to start a career as a software engineer, then you've come to the right place. In this video, we'll cover the essential technical skills you need to master in order to build a strong foundation. Welcome to the Engineer's Pit Stop, the all-in-one resource for all your software engineering needs. Today, we will discuss about the 6 things you should focus on. I am talking about programming, data structures, programming paradigms, algorithms, databases, and operating systems. Even more, I will show you what is the best approach to learn the skills. When I decided to start a career in tech, everything was very obscure. I didn't know where to start, what programming language to choose. I didn't even know what a software engineering does. And the truth is, if you are just starting out, things can get overwhelming. There are a lot of resources to learn from, a lot of technologies to consider, and you might end up being confused. What to do in this case? Just take it easy. No one is expecting you to know everything before you even start. It doesn't matter if you have a computer science degree or if you are a complete beginner with programming. You will master everything on the road, and this video is here to help you create your roadmap to software engineering. The most important thing to consider when starting out is learning the basics. Every day you will find out something new, the newest programming language, the newest algorithm, the newest technology. But by learning the basics, you will be able to adapt to every change. So, the first skill you must have is programming. Obvious, right? Programming is the main tool you will use to implement your features. As a software engineer, you need to be proficient in at least one programming language and have a basic understanding of multiple other languages. But where do you get started? What programming language to choose as a beginner? The truth is, it doesn't matter. As a beginner, learning the basics is more than enough to get started. Just focus on variables, data types, conditionals, loops, functions, methods, and data structures. And talking about data structures, it is essential to master them. Data structures are used to store and organize data efficiently. Knowing how to choose the right data structure is crucial for creating efficient software. Start off by understanding different types of data structure, like arrays, linked lists, sets, and maps. And after that, try to understand how they are implemented. By diving into that, you will be able to compare different data structures and choose the most efficient one for your needs. For example, one question that is frequently used in interviews is, how does a hash map work? Another common interview question is, what is the difference between an array list and a linked list? So focus on mastering them, and you won't have any problem on this topic on any interview. There are many programming languages out there, and they all use the same data structures. Also, each programming language has its own style, and every programming language falls into a programming paradigm. A programming paradigm is a style of programming that determines how you approach problem solving. There are many programming paradigms, such as procedural programming, object-oriented programming, or functional programming. As a software engineer, you need to know how to code in different programming paradigms. By doing so, you can choose the best solution for a given problem. For example, if you are working on a large-scale enterprise app, you may need to use object-oriented programming. But if you are building a small project, you may use functional programming. But as a beginner, again, start with the basics. First, try out a procedural programming language, like C. In this way, you will create a programming foundation. After that, you can start to learn an object-oriented programming language, such as Java or C++. Now, you should focus on learning the principles of object-oriented. Try to understand classes, objects, inheritance, abstraction, polymorphism, and many more. After mastering object-oriented programming, you can continue with other styles. and we can continue talking about programming paradigms for hours. We will cover more on this topic on another video, so like and subscribe if you are interested in finding out more. Going further with programming, the next step is algorithm analysis and design. As a software engineer, it is important to have a strong understanding of algorithms, as they are often used to solve complex problems. Some examples include sorting, searching, and graph algorithms. As a beginner, focus on analyzing the complexity of your code, and after that, start with the basic algorithms. For example, you can try to sort an array, first with bubble sort, then use merge sort, and then quick sort, and try to understand the differences and who performs better in every scenario. There are many to discuss about algorithms, and we will handle this in many videos. But to start off, just try to find your code's complexity and try to optimize it if possible. Moving on, our next topic is databases. Almost every software uses databases to store data. Databases can be of different types, mostly used being relational and NoSQL. To learn databases, start off with relational and learn the basic concepts like data types, fields, records, and tables. After that, start off with SQL and learn simple commands for creating tables, inserting, updating, and querying data. Then continue with other topics, such as relationships and indexes. Next, let's talk about operating systems. Knowing operating systems can help you write more efficient code and develop an automation process to optimize your delivery progress. Here, make sure you have a basic understanding of computer architecture, including CPU, memory, and storage. This will help you understand how operating systems interact with the hardware. After, learn the basics of operating systems, such as file system, process management, memory management, and input-output management. There are many more to discuss about software engineering, like communication protocols, testing strategies, infrastructure, but these are more advanced topics. The best advice I can give to a beginner is just stick with the basics and try to learn concepts, not technologies. If I were to sum up what I learned in nearly a decade in this industry, the ability to adapt is everything you need. And to do so, you just need to learn the concepts. Technologies change very fast, but the concepts are always the same. Also, always keep on learning and developing yourself. So start learning and practicing the skills to become a successful software engineer. So there you have it, the beginner's roadmap to software engineering. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.